Hey, quick question.
Ask.
Best makeup brush?
Come with me.
I
To buy makeup brushes from Sephora, like 3 or 4, which will do your whole makeup and make your face look great, and you would never need anything else. Makeup by Mario F4 brush. Look at this. F3 brush. You have to pick the Sephora powder puff. This can be used in 4 different ways. Once I get home, I'll show you. This one. Brush number 26. I'm gonna show you what this can do for your face. Yes, I have these, but I need more. I'm gonna go home and show you how to do your full face of makeup with these brushes. These are the only things that you'll need to do your full face of makeup. Let's get into it. Priming my face. I don't use any brushes to prime my face. Mixing my Prada foundation with my MAC foundation. Starting with Makeup by Mario's F4 brush. Use the smaller side to apply the foundation on my face. Bristles have to be completely coated like this. Starting on the inside, I'm going to press, tap, and sweep and blend out the foundation. It gives you more precise control, and you can actually see where the foundation is going. It also fits on top of the eyelid, and I can actually use my foundation as my primer. For concealer, I'm using MAC NC35, so a little goes a long way. I'm going to use the same F4 brush and the same side with which we blended the foundation. The shape is perfect, that it fits very nicely under my eye. It takes a couple of taps and sweeps, and the concealer looks flawless under my eye. For bronzer, I'm using Too Faced in the shade Chocolate Caramel. Apply the bronzer on the back of my hand. Makeup by Mario F4 brush using the larger side this time. It should look like this. Press and deposit the bronzer where it is supposed to go, and then really blend it out into the hairline. The bristles are soft enough that it actually disperses of the product very evenly. For the cream blushes, I'm going to use the smaller side of the F4 brush, but we use it for foundation concealer, so really take off any of the excess product that's on the brush on the back of your hand. Gently tap and pick the pigment up. It should look like this. Even out the pigment on the back of your hand. Where the concealer meets the bronzer, right at that point, deposit some of the blush. At this point, you're just depositing the pigment and you're not blending yet. It's time to blend. Use the bronzer side of the brush to blend. Smoother transition between the blush and the bronzer. So we have blended our foundation, concealer, bronzer, and blush using the F4 brush from Makeup by Mario. This brush is a game changer. Now we set our face with powders using Makeup by Mario F3 brush and the powder puff from Sephora. A quick tip about this powder puff: it has one side, it has second side, it has a third side. A bit of powder on the F3 brush on the bigger side, and completely saturate the brush. Tap off the excess. Make sure the powder is evenly dispersed off on the brush. Now the brush is loaded and ready to set. It actually fits completely under my eye and very comfortably deposits the product. Always set your under eyes with a brush before you set it with a puff. I'm not applying too much pressure, and I'm being very gentle. Bronzer, it's important to sweep the bronzer on the brush and pick up the pigment evenly. Go in circular motion on the outer parts of the face to deposit the powder bronzer. This is the perfect time to apply your blush. Pick up a little bit of blush on the same brush. Tap it on top of the cream blush. For someone who enjoys baking, this is when the powder puff kicks in. Little bit of powder on the powder puff and press it on the palm of your hand. Even out the powder so it looks like this. Place it in the inner corners of the eye and bring it along your nose line. Press and bring it out. Using the smaller side of the F3 brush, dust off the excess powder that's under your eyes. I'm going to start off with the Sephora Pro Crease brush number 26 to my eyeshadow. Picking up this mauve shade, placing it on the outer corner and taking it onto the crease a little bit. This brush is perfect and it fits beautifully on my hooded eyelids. On the same brush, I'm picking up a darker shade to the outer corner to accentuate the depth, and taking the same shade and adding it in the inner corner just a little bit. Now I'm going to take the same brush but pinch it like this, pick up the same eyeshadow again, and very precisely smoke out the lower lash line. You can use this brush to gently feather and even out the boundary. I'm going to use my fingers and pick up this chunky shimmer. It's more of a magenta pink. Pack it in the inner corner. Curling your lashes, loading it up with your favorite mascara, adding some lashes. So this is all you need to do your full glam. 3 brushes and a powder puff. Brushes are important, but technique is also important.